Friends, hello and welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. So today we're going to go over quickly the fastest way to complete the Team Affinity program for Season 2, Chapter 3. It is a little bit more difficult of a program as far as just navigating and getting through it, but it is nice to where you only play 7 games, 8 games, 10k XP. Going on. Technically for us, 8 games if you can win them all. The reason we say 8 games is because we thought it was important to start out by stealing fans. We stole 2 million fans from the Cleveland Guardians. Just because, again, you start out with such a small area here to work with where you're not really building a huge fan base foundation where you could go 4, 5, 6 rounds until you're up to a point where you can play the Guardians on Rook or on Veteran. Now, of course, if you're really good at the game, played on All-Star Legend, you go right up their back door. You don't have much of a difficult problem at all. But that being said, you don't want to do any more extra turns than you have to at this map just because you don't have a lot of fans to work with. I mean, you're dang near as many as Houston or Baltimore, a team like that's working with. And the last thing you want is them to be stacking up just as many fans as you do. So it's important to kind of steal 2 million fans early to get across, get a little bit of a head start, and then be able to easily compete with some of these teams without being forced to drag down so many of their fans. Say they got like 6 million and you got 5, 6 million yourself. It's like, okay, we're just, you're bouncing back and forth here just because you don't have a lot of territory to start. Usually, they give you a lot of space early where you can build up a lot of fans and territory. So that's important. And number 2 is, hey, once you complete or conquer a territory, don't worry about the rest of their fans. Now, obviously, if there's 3 million on your back door and you don't have a way to get around, yeah, sure, go ahead, go right after it. But for the most part, we just straight V-lined to the Milwaukee Brewers because it's important. Again, early turns, these teams don't have a lot of fans. Cleveland's done. They got 5 million here and they're not going to get anything else. They're just stuck there. They're not going to go anywhere. They're already captured. They have what do they have? 5 territories, but they have 6, 7 million fans. We could have lost 7 million fans doing that, which again, big blow when you consider you're only getting 4, 5, 6 million a turn starting out. Same about the Brewers. We beat the Brewers. They had 11, 13 million fans. Could have went after him. 13 million fans. We could have lost 13 million. We could have lost 10 million. Instead, we said, when you consider you would have lost 10 or 13, we said, okay, we'll just lose 2. We'll lose 2 by keeping 2 million on the stronghold. If you're new to the game, as long as you have the same amount or even just slightly less than any of their territories closest to you, they're not going to attack you. And because they're captured, they can't move fans, which means that 6 million is stuck there for, good unless you attack them. The second you attack that 2 million or 3 million, that 6 million can attack you. So that's where the problem becomes, that's where it becomes an issue and you start losing fans. So for us, it's like, hey, we're trying to save as many fans as possible. So we left them there. We went straight to the Houston Astros. Same story, went after all their 1 millions. We're going to leave the 6 here. We could go around without touching the 6. We're going to be able to go around and go without touching a 5, 4, and 8 as well because we're going to go straight after them in this next round. And then we'll probably leave about 4 million, 5 million fans there, just like we did with the Brewers. Because again, sure, you leave 4 or 5 million fans there. It's 4 or 5 million fans. It's that, or you're going to have to go through 17 million Houston Astro fans by trying to take away that 1. Because if you just leave 1 there, they're going to attack you. They're probably going to capture you unless you play them Hall of Famer the Legend. So keep that in mind. It is important. You don't want them to reattack your stronghold. And it's just an extra game you have to play. So we stay in that direction there. And over time, we'll get, the more and more fans you get, the more and more the balance starts to come out where you can eventually come back to these. But once we're done with Houston, we're going straight over to the Baltimore Orioles. Same story. We're going to have the 3, the 2. We can go up to that 2 if we want as well. And we're going to go up to the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We'll leave, again, depending how many fans we have by the time we get there, we'll leave 5 or 6 million in Baltimore. And by then, we might be able to, probably should be able to really just finally take care of things in Houston and Baltimore. But preferably, again, would like to go up to Chicago because they do have a lot of fans as well. You don't want to get caught on the wrong side of things in Chicago. So we probably take care of that. And by then, again, you should be in firm control. Things should be easy to capture. It's all about being very methodical with what you do with your fans in this particular conquest, though, because otherwise you're going to find yourself grinding game after game, feeling like you're making no progress, feeling like you might have to play more games, might have to steal fans. So do your best to try to just be mindful. You don't have to take every single stronghold just because you captured a team right out the bat. Eventually, go after them when the time's right. Nonetheless, as always, I hope you all found this video helpful. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.